and I'm back again, but this time with my Lush kitchen subscription box unboxing, which I know some of you have described as the most boring video I make, but I do love doing this once a month, you guys. I feel like last month I was like kind of on the fence about whether I'm like as crazy about these boxes, or would I just rather like go into the Lush store and just pick out XYZ dollars of stuff that I like. So maybe this is gonna be the deciding box factor. Like, is this gonna move the needle any? As always, you guys, I am really hoping for a bar of soap. I remember definitely saying that last month when I unboxed this box, but then I was actually able to go into Lush and get 5 slices of soap, 5 bars of Lush soap. But now, you guys, I have honestly just been dying to like go into an Ulta or something. But I know the last time I was hanging out with you guys on this channel, I said it had been exactly 3 weeks and I've got sticky bones now. Well, yeah, I literally thought like, walk to the end of your street, it'll go well. You guys, today my foot has honestly been hurting like way worse than it has been. So I'm really just questioning my thought processes here. So I feel like yesterday, I felt like I was making like big gains, big progress. And now today I am definitely, I've been suffering. My foot hurts so bad, but also we're getting a massive cold front tonight. So maybe it's like because of that, maybe it's like the cold weather is making my brittle, broken bones hurt worse than they really do. I don't know, you guys. Fingers crossed. Also, I know I've been doing the crochet check-in with you guys, but literally I've only somehow done 1 more row. I guess it's only been a day. So I did 1 row of double crochet, 1 row of single crochet. So I doubt if you guys would even be able to really tell the difference of the progress. Last but not least, let me know what title you got for today's video. I'm really curious to see which title it seems like YouTube is sending out to you guys like more. I spoke a little bit about this in my last video where I have the ability to make 3 different thumbnails and 3 different titles. And sometimes I cannot think of like dynamic enough stuff to do to make 3 different thumbnails, just being honest, for every single video. But I'm definitely always trying the 3 different title thing because I am curious what titles you guys are getting. Anyway, sippy. And also, let's place our bets now. Do we think that this is gonna be an Easter themed box, or like a St. Patrick's Day themed box, or just spring in general? Sippy. There is kind of an interesting odor emanating from this box. Look at what's right on top. Yes. I miss worms. Do you guys remember when we, worms with like Swamp Family Mail? I don't think I can say nuts. I don't know. It's not peanuts. I don't know. Maybe not the same amount of fun to scream nuts. Very exciting. Okay. Oh my God. All right. There are peanuts all over the floor. You know what? I wonder, this is very cute though, you guys. I love the packaging. I love bees. But it does say Bloomin' Lovely, so I'm a little bit nervous because you guys know I'm not like a floral girly. But I sincerely wonder how many girlies are floral girlies and how much they don't really enjoy and appreciate when it's like a box of earthy, earth-smelling things. So we'll see. I don't know. There is a floral like hitting my nasal passages, and I kind of cannot tell if I like it or not. I feel like that's an absurd thing to say. So let's see. Oh, ew. Okay. Whatever I just said, I immediately take it back because this is a fragrance that I love. I'm obsessed with this fragrance. Dare I say, if I'm remembering it correctly, the first time I got the grass scent, it was in the Lush Kitchen subscription box. I think it was a shower gel, and I think it was so popular that they actually make a shower gel now and a fragrance. I love it all. just all the grassy stuff. So this is a kitchen exclusive body scrub. The grass is always greener on the other side of the shower and the skin is always softer. That's very interesting. You guys, that looks like mud. And I'm sure you guys can tell, this is the most green, glowing, magical plastic pot that I think we've ever gotten from Lush. I have got to find a way to like recycle this. I don't know how. The label with the little bee is super cute and I am loving this. You guys know that I love like the earthy earth scents and I absolutely love this scent. It really does just smell like fresh cut summer grass. It's very magical. All right, here we have something else in a pot. Kitchen exclusive body wash. In a pot? No need to stop and smell the flowers. You're washing with them. It says transform your shower into a flower show to rival Chelsea Gardens, minus the crowds, we hope. What's Chelsea Garden? I don't know where that is. Is that in Europe, you guys? Maybe? I actually always forget that Lush is from the UK. For some reason, I always think Lush is from Canada. Why? I don't know. Yo, ooh! This is like a floral scent, but okay, that's an optical illusion. You guys, I have honestly had such a bad headache yesterday and then it went away and then today and then it went away. I do not have the bright light shining in my eyes today. I hope you guys don't mind, but I feel like I thought that this was like dripping out of the pot and I was like trying to catch it. This is amazing. Why does this literally smell like, this smells like the 90s or something. I know this is gonna sound so weird, but this smells like my mom in the 90s or something. It's like a very light floral scent. It's also just got a freshness to it, not as much as like a laundry scent, you know, because sometimes I feel like the laundry inspired kind of scents can be a little bit overpowering where it almost does smell like a detergent, but this just kind of has that clean, I feel like maybe it's not that creepy to say like that kind of like skin smell, because I feel like Fleur, one of their most famous fragrances, is also supposed to have like that clean skin kind of smell. It smells like skin. I don't know how to describe that, but I love that. And usually, maybe it's because it's a little bit more on the botanical side and not just like rose or something, you know? I don't know. Okay, this is the very, very floral thing that I was smelling out of the box. Look at all that plant matter that we just have tucked in the top of that bath bomb. Fascinating. I actually really, really like this now that it's like shoved right up to my nose. It has a little bit more of maybe like a jasmine scent to it, which I feel like is a flower that I like more commonly. I really just don't like rose scented things, if I'm being honest. And now that I think I'm sniffing these like dried floral elements, I also like that kind of smell, like grandmotherly bouquet. Although I swear I just saw like an article or something that was saying like people hate when fragrances are referred to as like grandmotherly like scents. I think they were talking about like Chanel No. 5 and stuff, but like I am a big fan of like the grandmotherly like scents, but like when they're done right, you know, because literally like, I feel like I bring this up every single time I talk about perfume, but my most very favorite fragrance, which was the old Estee Lauder perfume in a quilted bottle, it's actually, I suppose, not technically discontinued. They brought it back, but along with Chanel No. 5 and a bunch of other fragrances, one of the key ingredients that had been around in these fragrances forever, it's like suddenly not being allowed, well, not suddenly anymore because this was like a decade ago, but they're not allowed to use like one of the odes or something that was like a keynote in all these fragrances. So they actually like reformulated like Chanel No. 5 and a bunch of other things. So I'm kind of wondering if that's why, like, I don't know, like sometimes it's hard for me to find like grandmotherly like scents that I like anymore because something just smells like different and off about them to me. Yeah, I feel like I do love grandmotherly scents, but like when they're done right, you know what I mean? Anyway, guys, let's look at this thing, which is a glittery flower maybe? What is this shape? Overall, I have to say, one of my complaints I feel like for the past few months has been that the products have been coming kind of like smashed or broken or melted, etc., etc. So I'm really glad to see that we haven't had that problem at all with any item in here. Maybe we just, well, is the flower halfway smashed? I don't know. I feel like I'm glad to have gotten this little bit of protection around this though, because literally like the last couple of months, the bubble bars and stuff have just been shucked in here loosely. And not only have they been arriving a little bit broken, but like they come smashed on all the other like pots of the products. So like, I don't even so much mind that it's like smashed or something, but I'm glad it's not at least like I gotta go now like wash off all the other products, because you know, like this isn't that bad when it's on another thing that goes in the shower because you can just rinse it off, no big deal. But when it was like getting smashed all over like candles or lotion or something like that, that's a little bit annoying to me. This smells amazing. Once again, this is one of those, I feel like, signature Lush scents that I cannot quite put my finger on. I feel like this has been, like we've seen it in another shape before, or it's been like maybe a soap or a body gel, body wash, body gel? What's the difference between a body gel and a body wash? I'm really curious about that. This smells amazing. The only thing I really am not that crazy about is like this super chunky glitter. Now maybe it isn't. Oh, that seems to be glitter, you guys. I have a little bit of a glitter phobia, I'm not gonna lie. I love how glitter looks. Like if it's glitter encapsulated inside of plastic or something, I love that. Like some of my most favorite pairs of sunglasses of all time are like red glitter, but it's like sealed in plastic so that the glitter can't hurt me. So yeah, that's a little spooky because it's like all over my finger now. All right, you guys, the last thing we have is a body lotion. So see, I'm very relieved that we don't have purple glittery smashed bubble bar all over this, but this is called the Lush Kitchen Exclusive Body Lotion. Enter the age of geranium and nip dry skin in the bud. Let's see, do I like geraniums or not? Are these geraniums? Why did I think these are pansies? I actually did not pay attention. Ooh, all the labels are different. I love that. I really love when each of the products look like special and specific to that exact box. All right, you guys, place your bets. Do I like geraniums? I kind of can't tell. I feel like this is one of those scents where I'm gonna have to actually apply it. I feel like sometimes the lotions to me can be a little bit of a hit or miss whether I like them or not. I always love like the Lush lotions. I feel like they do an amazing job, but sometimes like I feel like I will sniff a lotion in the pot and I will not be able to smell anything at all that it has any kind of smell to it whatsoever. And sometimes it's a super strong smell in the pot, but then when I put it on, there's like not really a smell at all. Very, very interesting. All right, let's see if we can get some information. So this is called Violet Cream Kitchen Exclusive Bubble Bar. So I'm assuming the floral scent that we're being hit with is violet. Also, isn't it crazy that I chose to open this box on a day that I have been having crazy headache? Like, I feel like this is not a day to be like sniffing a bunch of random stuff. But once again, you guys, I need soap. I only have 1 bar of soap left, and I feel like I cannot possibly walk into a Lush right now to get more soap. So this is called Princess Cotton Grass. I don't know what I feel like cotton grass is something that I've seen before, like on fragrance bottles as like a descriptor of the fragrance. I also saw that it says blast from the past. So let's see which one of the scents is an old thing. So it says, after sponsoring our very own garden at the 2005 Chelsea Flowers Show, Lush co-founder Mo Constantine whipped up our most petal-packed bath bomb yet, and not one to skimp on scent, co-founder Mark Constantine blended up gorgeous flower absolutes and oils to accompany it. Now with Chelsea Garden Body Wash, you can have all that English garden goodness and not a single petal to clean up after. Interesting. Also, it says that Princess Cotton Grass was originally launched in 2014 as a perfume. Oh, Princess Cotton Grass is a Swedish fairy tale? That is very, very interesting. So I feel like they, in 2014, had a fragrance that was described as Princess Cotton Grass. You guys, what's going on with my mind? Described as Princess Cotton Grass, but now they've brought it back for a bath bomb. Well, you guys, I feel like this box, in my opinion, was a winner. First, I was very, very afraid because floral, usually not my thing. But I actually feel like I don't dislike anything in this box. I'm actually very excited to try the Chelsea Garden. I'm like so excited for this. Plus I'm also just intrigued. I don't know that I've ever had a body wash in this texture before. Many, many years ago when Lush launched the bottle free, they did bottle free for a lot of products. I'm not exactly sure that those went over so well, but they did like bottle free shower gel and stuff, and I did like those. I think I do like the traditional gel formula a little bit better, but that's the only thing that I think is like a solid or semi-solid like body wash, body gel that I've ever tried. Because to me, it almost looks like soap. It's like, is it the consistency of shampoo? I don't know, you guys. Maybe I will remember when I come back with next month's box, and I will be able to report to you guys if this was like the consistency of shampoo. I don't know. Anyway, you guys, I think that I thoroughly enjoyed this month's box, so we're gonna give it another month. We're gonna see what we're gonna get in April. I would say that the theme of this month was like spring. We didn't really get a singular like holiday or anything. It's kind of just a moment. But anyway, I will see you guys again very, very soon. I think in my next video, I'm either going to be doing a Can It Curl because you guys, I really wanted to bring that series back. I think I was like reflecting on that when, the whole like meme about like 2026 is 2016. And I was like thinking about the Can It Curl. I feel like that's the first year that I ever curled my hair with like Cheetos and tampons and stuff. So I thought it would be fun to bring that back. And the thing that you guys commented the most was, can it curl with toilet paper rollers? So since January, we have been saving all the empty toilet paper rolls. So I'm either gonna curl my hair with the Curl Secret that I showed you guys last time, or toilet paper rolls. I think that's coming up next. But anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out today and for watching. If you're not already and you'd like to be, hit the button down below, subscribe, become a member of the Swamp Family, and give an alligator its wings. I love you guys so much, and I'll be back again very, very soon. Bye!